So welcome to my second channel if you've been here before. Obviously, if you have been here before, then you'll know that this was primarily for vlogs, and I haven't vlogged in a while since I left uni really, well since I left uni for summer. So I thought I'd kick it off, bring it back, make it relevant again with this sort of chatty video, which I'm going to sort of start doing more of, because I needed somewhere to sort of have these sort of chatty videos, update videos, if anything kind of Q&As, kind of just updates, or less scripted, not even scripted, more personal, less edited sort of videos to post. And yeah, there's a few sort of things that I wanted to talk about, including vlogging, but I'll get into that, sort of like the future for this channel, and also just a few other bits really that have gone on recently, and a lot to do with uni again, because obviously you guys know me, that's sort of my life, and it's, I talk about uni a lot because you guys seem to ask me a lot of questions. Also, I've taken my extensions out for this video because I wasn't planning on filming this, but it's kind of evening time now, so it's a little bit darker, and I thought it was a little bit cosier, and yeah, just sort of wanted to chat a little bit to you guys. So to start off with, Summer in the City. It was Summer in the City last weekend, about a week ago now from when I'm filming this. I have no clue when this is going up, and it was insane. It was the first Summer in the City that I've experienced in the way that I did it. This is my third Summer in the City in total. First year was 2015 and I went alone with my friend Jack, and last year I went with Jack again and one of my best friends, Caitlin from Kate's Place, and then this year it was just me and Caitlin, and this is the first year that we've ever done weekend. We stayed Saturday and Sunday and had a hotel and everything. We did a weekend ticket, which was an experience, so it was incredible. It was, like I said, the first time we've ever done it in that way, and it was unforgettable. Honestly, I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably been absolutely bombarded with Summer in the City videos in your timeline, so I'm hoping I've left this enough time for it to be acceptable. It was just a really nice environment, being in a room full of people who love the same sort of things you love. I'm not used to it, I don't really have many YouTube friends, and going there I know I had Caitlin and I had a few other people. Really nice experience to sort of meet other small creators. I didn't really meet many big creators because I mean, I'm not important. I didn't have like a guest pass or anything, so it was really lovely just to sort of hang around the convention centre. I didn't go backstage or anything, just hang around the convention centre, meeting some just normal people who don't make YouTube, some viewers, and then just other like creators. It was really fun. So if you're a creator or a viewer and you've never experienced Summer in the City, it is amazing. There are so many opportunities you can do there. Some people I knew were on panels and things, which was so exciting, and there's literally just so much to do there, so I can't gush about it enough. It was probably the best weekend ever. And also Saturday night was there was a creator party, and it was mad. It was absolutely insane, getting drunk in a room of quite well-known people. I kind of had a little fangirl moment at this party over Lucy Moon. I've been watching Lucy Moon for so long, and I mean, we have mutual friends, so it's kind of weird, but we don't know each other. She probably has no idea who I am, but yeah, I saw her a few times at that party, and she's probably the only creator that I've ever come across that I haven't had the urge to talk to, just because I was completely starstruck. But yeah, Summer in the City, all round fab. I'm going to move on now, so I'm going to stop gushing about it. Just one last word, a quick thank you, if any of you are watching, to all the people that made it fantastic. There was a huge group of people that like completely welcomed me and Caitlin and let us tag along to everything, and you made it like an incredible weekend, so thank you. I had a really fun time. It was great. If you decide you want to go next year, then definitely let me know, and maybe we can meet up or something. It would be great. We can have a chat, see you around the convention centre, because I'm definitely going again next year with Caitlin, of course. Okay, so vlogging. Like I said, I haven't really vlogged on this channel since I left uni for home. I've always sort of had this issue with YouTube. Whenever I'd sort of just start getting motivated and sort of getting into the swing of things, something big would happen in my life that would really completely knock me back and put me at a complete disadvantage. So one of the biggest things is that I move a lot. These last sort of 3 or 4 years I've had a lot going on in my life, and as a result I've had to move a lot, and unfortunately that sort of means settling into a new place, and then as a knock-on effect YouTube does suffer. Not everyone does that. A lot of people, which I applaud them, like manage to maintain sort of their level of quality through moving and things. I just really struggle because it's sort of a new environment, and uni wasn't different. Uni was, when I moved in last September, I did stop for a few months, and then when I started to pick it up again, I drowned my MacBook accidentally, so I had nothing to edit with or anything, and all my footage had gone, so this whole big thing happened. But I think it must have been sort of, I vlogged a few times moving in. I did the moving process at uni vlogs and you guys loved them, and then I started Vlogmas, but then the whole laptop incident happened. So one of the most consistent things for a short period of time was my vlogs, and I loved making them, and you guys literally absolutely loved them, probably more than my main channel videos. So it's definitely something I want to start up again, and I did them a little bit after Christmas, but then again it was in January you have semester 1 exams, and then a few months later you have semester 2 exams, so it all kind of just sort of started trailing off there. I made the decision not to vlog over summer. I had 14 weeks of summer in total, and I knew it wasn't going to be very interesting. I knew that I was not going to be doing anything. Initially I was going to vlog summer in the city because that was probably the peak of my summer, but I just decided it was 2 days and I needed to make the most of it, so I just wanted to sort of focus on being there. I did attempt a few times to sort of do a couple of daily vlogs. I went to London with my uni friends and things. There was a few sort of odd bits here and there, a few times in Chester when I went to visit Harry, but I just, when I looked them over again and started trying to edit them, I just realised that they weren't as interesting as my uni vlogs because they weren't as structured, they weren't as productive, nothing interesting really happens. Most of the time I just work, like on YouTube, on emails, things like that, and if not I'm just sort of having chill chats with people. So it's quite hard to sort of find a medium where I could vlog over summer. Now it's, from the day I'm filming this on a Sunday, and I have just under 3 weeks, so 4 weeks yesterday is my move-in date when I move back to uni. We move in kind of early, we move in on the 9th of September into our new house for second year, but second year term I don't think starts until like the first week of October, so I'm not entirely sure if I'll vlog the first 2 weeks. I'm hoping to do like moving vlogs because obviously they're kind of super interesting. I love watching moving vlogs, but I think I'm just going to promise myself that that's going to be the new start-up date for vlogs. I'm thinking I might sort of do a couple of maybe like uni prep vlogs like I did last year. Obviously I started sort of vlogging here and there in summer last year if you watch my vlogs. Just sort of when I was buying things for uni, and I think that's kind of what these upcoming weeks are going to be now that we're on like a 3-4 week countdown. Harry's down for 2 weeks out of the 4, so it's literally just going to be like uni prep now, nothing particularly exciting. So if you guys have been asking, I've had a lot of questions about vlogs, there you have it. I'm promising myself that moving into uni will be sort of the kickstart of everything, because once again my life will have structure. So when I tweeted out asking for sort of topics to talk about, if there's anything you guys wanted me to talk about in this video, someone asked me for a first year at uni, like a roundup video, like an experience video, and I thinking maybe I can do another one of these sort of chill chatty videos on this channel discussing it, because I have already done like my ultimate freshers guide and like a Q&A based on university completely, so I don't want to do another purely university video like that when I already have those up on my main channel. But I can definitely do a full-on experience one on this channel if you guys are interested. But pretty much my first year at university was insane, and I know I was very lucky. I say it in every time I talk about it, every time you guys ask me sort of how it went. And even just in my normal life when I talk about it with my mum and things, I'm aware I was very lucky with how my first year turned out. Not everyone's turned out so sort of insanely well, because I'm not being funny, I moved in, was best friends with all of my flatmates, no arguments, nothing, we clicked straight away, we've been inseparable since. And then I met Harry like the first week of uni, and I did well in uni, I enjoyed my course, like everything was good and everything is good. So I know I'm kind of not necessarily not qualified to talk about sort of university experience as a whole, but I think it's very hard for me to be unbiased, because I had such a good experience. I didn't really experience any lows of university. I try and remain as impartial as I can, but obviously I can only speak from my experience, and my experience was kind of quite out of the ordinary. So yeah, my uni experience was great, and to any of you who are unsure about it, do it. My advice literally is there's no reason not to. I just think go at least for the experience. If you don't have the best time, you'll have learnt new life skills and you'll have a degree out of it, so I just think do it, why not, what are you going to lose? Yeah, like I said, if you want me to do like a full-on roundup video, I could definitely do that on this channel, a chatty one. Also, other chatty video, I think I might do a 19 things I learnt by 19 sort of thing, because I mean, I'm sort of nearly halfway through being 19. I turned 20 in April, so kind of halfway through, not really. But yeah, I can maybe do that video if you guys want to see it. So the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video, without just kind of trying to keep it generic and trying to jump around topics so you guys don't think this is like a really specified video, I'm just going to cover uni again, talk a little bit about my second year, because I still have a lot of questions about what I do and things like that, my course and everything like that. So just thought I'd discuss kind of what I'm expecting to come up in the second year. Like I said, I'm on a 4-week countdown, which is really exciting. I actually can't wait to move back, because 14 weeks, well, I've had 10 weeks at home, and it's just really weird. I've had a year of, well, 8 months of living at uni, and now I'm home again. It's been a very weird change. Rundown, I think I've kind of covered it in videos, but it's kind of been dotted about here and there. I am moving into a house this year, which is so exciting. It's like our first proper house ever. Like last year, all the people I'm moving in with, they're my best friends, and we all lived in on-campus accommodation together. We all lived in the same flat, pretty much, kind of, technically. So there's 9 of us moving into this house. We found like a massive, I think it's like an old bed and breakfast house, and it's gorgeous. We just had a message through the other day saying they've repainted it all like white and grey, and I'm so excited to see it sort of remodelled, and it's going to be so good. So I'm moving in with 8 other people. I'm living with Harry, Theo, Charlotte, Alex, Becky, Grace, Bradley and Caitlin. I think that's everyone, yeah, and myself obviously. And I just love us as a group. I think everyone is so, like, everyone has such a different personality, and we all just click so well, and I couldn't be more excited for this year. I think it's going to be incredible. We've been organising like IKEA trips, things we're going to buy. We're going to buy fairy lights. We're all literally like so excited. Me, Charlotte and Grace have been talking about plants we're going to have in the house. We're just so excited. It's going to be incredible. If you didn't know, I study psychology. I'm going into my second year on a psychology degree course, and this year, I think, obviously, this is the year I start my actual degree work, so it's going to be a lot more work. It's going to be great. So I just had to pick my my modules recently, like last week, for what I want to do this year. There was a bit of complication because of credits and things. It's all to do with the amount of credits you get. You have to get like a minimum in each year, and some of the program approved credit ones I didn't really like the sound of, because they sort of seem to veer off into a specific branch of psychology that I'm not particularly interested in, and I don't particularly want to spend the majority of my second year studying. But I found a way around it, so I'm doing some quite exciting things this year. So I'm just going to run through like which courses I've picked. So if you're not really interested in psychology, then I'm sorry, but I get a lot of questions sort of from what I did last year and what I did this year, so I'm just going to run through what I'm choosing this year. So for the autumn semester, which is semester 1, which, if you didn't know, it runs obviously from like September, October to December, and then you do the exam in January. Well, that's at least how mine works. I don't know if everyone's, I think everyone's uni is the same. In this particular year, the way it works is I have 2 compulsory in autumn semester, and then 2 electives in autumn semester, and then all my spring ones are compulsory. So my 2 compulsory in autumn semester, semester 1, are developmental and social psychology, and then survey and qualitative research methods, which last year I did quantitative research methods, so that's a little bit different, which will be good. And then my elective ones that I picked were mental health and offending, which is a criminology based one, which is kind of more interesting to me, so I'm quite excited to go into that one, because I think I loved doing mental health and counselling last year, and that was really interesting to me, so I think linking that with like forensic psychology would be really cool. And then I'm also doing psychopathology, which is again along the same lines, just sort of, yeah. And in semester 2 I just have 4 compulsory ones. So I have biological psychology, perception and cognition, which is obviously quite heavy, and then cognitive and biological research methods, so some more research methods, can't wait for that. Cognitive neuroscience, which is going to be so heavy, and I know it's going to be difficult because it is obviously more science-based neuroscience, but I did a module, I think, that was partially, it was sort of to do with perception things, and we sort of started having like an intro to cognitive neuroscience, and I really actually enjoyed it despite it being difficult. And also Harry's doing neuroscience, so I suppose I can always just get help there. Excited for that one. I think that'll be quite interesting, kind of challenging, so I know it'll push me a little bit more. And then I'm also doing social psychology in the modern world, theory, research and application. So again, that's second semester is, yeah, I think a lot this year, a lot like the compulsory ones are definitely a lot harder and a lot sort of heavier, but that's just sort of what comes with second year. I think it's going to be a lot more work. But luckily enough with psychology, I think a lot of it is independent research based, so my in-uni hours don't really increase, which is good. I had quite a low level last year and this year obviously. I definitely work a lot better in my own sort of company, doing things individually rather than doubling my lecture time. I don't really respond to sort of just being told things. So that's really interesting. I'm actually really excited. I can't wait, and I think this year's going to be so good. Can you tell how like good of an experience I had at uni? Because I just, every time I talk about it, I just grin. It's so sad, but yeah. This is a very long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry the lighting is probably really bad. I'm going to try and edit it to an extent, but it's kind of all I can do at the moment. I really wanted it to be chill, but then obviously it kind of touches the boundary of being bad quality when it's quite dark, and my studio light doesn't work because I need an adapter. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you want me to do other chatty videos. Obviously I will be starting vlogs eventually on this channel, but like I said, I'm thinking 19 things I learnt before 19, and maybe a first year uni roundup, and then just some other specific chatty videos if you're feeling these. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye.